What is going on YouTube? Dr. Away here, and I realized that the video talking about research on the road to T5 ended up cutting out the audio. It seemed like something was wrong, or the connection was disconnected at some capacity, and it was making it so I didn't have any sound. So I think I figured out what the issue was, but now I have to redo the video, and I think that's an important enough video that requires that's like literally how you do the T5, and you don't want to F that part up. So I'm gonna redo it for you guys. Hey man, take my time. I'm gonna try to do it better, faster, more efficient, clear and concise. So here we go. So you have to max your economic tech, right? I recommend before you even hit T4 that you max mathematics at least, and then as soon as you're done with the three major unit types, not including Siege, you can wait on Siege, max out engineering. That'll help you progress a lot faster than most people and use less speed ups. It's expensive on the front end, but honestly, maxing these two is kind of the hardest part of the economic tree. Like, most researches with decent research speed doesn't take more than 20 days. I say only, right? So like machinery should only be like 19, 20-ish days, right? Cutting and polishing is probably the most annoying one. It doesn't do anything for you. Just do it at the end, whatever. Like, it doesn't take that long. I think it might be a little bit longer, more like 22 days. But all of this doesn't really take too long. And especially if you're a whale buying packs, you can max out your economic tree like it ain't nothing. Like, quite frankly, I could get a lot of this maxed now with the speed ups that I have. I just don't want to go all in on research yet. I could probably, like, let's say I didn't care about, the order I did it. I could probably have it maxed probably up to this, and I would just have these three and these two left with the amount of speed ups I have currently, right? So it's not too bad, right? But what is bad, once you max that economic tree, what is bad is how long it takes to do these researches. So especially once you get past the T4, and also the combat tactics and herbal medicine defense, anything, all of this stuff takes some time. Like, 10 days is not too bad, right? But it's this stuff taking hundreds of days. You're gonna need like thousands of days of research time, right, for the military tech. So it's highly imperative that you try to do these longer researches when you can get the room buff 10% at least 15%. I would say is ideal with the with what is it called, the kingdom buff, as well as the scientist title. You want all of that, right, when you do these. And what I've done is that I've just kind of gone even. In order to unlock the T5, right, you have to have like all of this maxed. Ooh, I'm literally gonna turn off my phone. I try not to do it because my mom, a little bit of my personal life, my mom's disabled and sometimes she needs help, so I have to keep my phone on. But it's annoying when people that it's not an emergency call my phone during work hours. Amen. Okay, so I'm gonna silence it for now. You have to, let's say I wanted to get the Royal Guard, right? Infantry. I have to max, all of these three, right? I have to max everything. Only thing I don't have to max is these 6 right here, because that doesn't have to do with infantry, right? So I gotta max these, and then I can get it. And I think just getting all of these to like 4 or 5, maybe even 6. I think 5 is a good sweet spot, but getting all these to 6 makes sense. I mean, fuck Siege, you don't have to do that one, but getting all these to 6 greatly improves your fighting capabilities. And then, right, it's only really the last 4 research points that really take up the bulk of the time. Like, even this is only, little bit shorter than 4 days, right? And I'm already halfway done. The last one is like 100 fucking days or some crazy number like that, right? And that's what makes it take so long is that last little bit. But it's actually some pretty good rewards. So you get a lot of stats at the end. So like at 5, right, you're halfway done, but you're only getting, 1/4 of the benefit. But these last levels, they give you just so much stats, right? Tons and tons of stats. It just takes a lot of time, and I recommend, doing research. When you're ready for that big project and you have enough speed ups, then you do that research. And so to make sure that it's balanced, because I wouldn't want to like necessarily sit on these all the time. I mean, if that's all you can do at that point, then fine. But right, what you can actually do is work with the economic tree a little bit. Get the economic tree to maybe look something like how mine looks. And then, right, depending on what you want to do, having a little, just getting this to like 5 is like totally fine, right? And then at that point, you can focus more on your economic tech in general, because it'll over time, be very beneficial to have the economic tech more so than the military, because the military is going to be used only when fighting. This is like your development, like you'll get more resources essentially. And then, right, when you're ready to do some type of major research, a lot of the speed ups, you can use your speed ups on all of this military tech. And I think that's a good strategy. And then, like, go for one troop type at a time. So once you get these to 6, right, that's a good stopping point. And then, like, let's say you want an infantry first, and just start maxing out all the infantry. I would still max out probably all of these first, because this works for all of your troop types, because you have to have this max before you can even unlock T5. So I mean, you might as well just save these for kind of the end, and then you have to have all of this stuff maxed as well. All right, so that's pretty much really all it is to the research. That's the order I would do it in. Really early on, focus on the economic tree, and then when you're at the stage that I'm at, start trying to get kind of most of this stuff to like 5, maybe 6, and then I would start focusing back on the economic tree, and then don't use speed ups on the economic tree, because it doesn't take that much time, relatively speaking. Maybe you speed up the last fucking skill up, like for example, from like, let's say this was at 8, right? Maybe 9 and 10 you would speed up, but because it doesn't really take that much time, not really. And then you would, when you're ready to use your speed ups, you can, especially for an event, you can go all in on your research. And I do recommend using some amount of universals on it, right? So you usually have way more universals. Let's see. Usually have way more universals, right, than the specific speed up. So I mean, I got a fair bit. I have some days, but it ain't that much. But I have like way more universals, and you want to be a little cautious, especially with putting them into buildings. I think research is definitely the play. Once you get to City Hall 25, once you get to 25, very few universal speed ups are gonna go towards buildings. Because I mean, like, I'm already kind of too invested in buildings. I think the tech is where you need to start kicking it up a notch once you get to City Hall 25. Now, having said that, you still got to get to Academy 25, but that's so far, it's so hard to do that, because you're going to get bottlenecked by the castle, that, I mean, like, you have nothing but time, right? So don't even speed it up, because it's not like it's going to help you get to Academy 25 any faster. So that's my thought process with the research. You're a master governor. Sorry that the last video effed up. I'll try to pay more attention to that, and I'll see you in the next one.